Hello everybody and welcome you all to this session on customer retention and analytics application from Brahmasoul. We all know that in today's competitive world when customer is really the king and it takes only few minutes for a customer to cancel a plan or move to another provider, it is very important for businesses to retain the high valued customers. Another important part is that there is always a pressure to increase the revenue. Here, strategies like upselling or cross-selling is also very important. Now, all these business challenges require real-time insights on customer spending behavior. And Brahmasoul's application exactly addresses these business challenges. This solution provides a robust customer analytics platform and decision tool powered by SAP HANA and SAP Business Objects. This solution empowers organizations to proactively manage customer attrition, which we commonly refer to as churn. Now, this application can provide insights by analyzing different key performance indicators from different dimensions. For example, this solution can provide us financial insights on different customer retention programs of the organization. The data model and different KPIs for this application has been developed based on best practices of telecom industry. While the solution was initially developed for telecommunication organizations, it is a powerful tool for any business that employs a subscription or recurring revenue model such as internet-based subscription services, cable, etc. In this given business context, while actionable business insights is a common business challenge, information requirements are different for different business users in the organization. For example, a top-level C executive would like to get a 360-degree view of businesses and analyze key financial, customer, and churn KPIs. A VP of marketing would like to identify best customers to implement cross-selling and upselling strategy to increase average revenue per user. On the other hand, a VP of sales would like to offer the best product and price bundle to the right customer segments. Similarly, a customer service VP again would like to gain insights into which customers require additional focus. So Brahmasoul's application can meet the requirements of all of the above business users. Let us now have a look at the application landscape of the solution. As we can see, this application can fetch data from SAP as well as non-SAP data sources. We have created robust data model with HANA columnar tables according to the best practices of the telecom and subscription-based businesses. We have also developed information models like attribute, analytic, and calculation views on top of HANA columnar tables. For dashboards, we have built Universe on top of calculation view and then developed dashboards using query browser and BIWS method. We have consumed analytic calculation views and built BO Explorer visualization. And we have consumed analytic views and developed Lumira visualizations also and storyboards. Moreover, this application can be accessed via iPad or mobile also. Brahmasoul's application can be divided broadly into two categories. The first category will be dashboards. We have developed two executive level dashboards, financial and customer, and also churn and customer analysis dashboards. These dashboards help to analyze different industry relevant KPIs from different dimensions. Let us now go to the system and have a look at the dashboards. This is Executive Financial Dashboard. As the name suggests, this dashboard focuses on financial KPIs. Now let us try to understand this dashboard. In the first quadrant, we can see that it is analyzing different KPIs like total revenues, churn rate percentage, etc. We can see the performance of these KPIs for the current month, year to date, the current quarter, the target, and the trend. Now, if the trend is positive, that means we are achieving the target of the KPI. There will be a green signal here. If not, there will be a red signal. Now, let us consider a scenario that one CEO or a CFO is looking at this dashboard. He can clearly understand there is a negative trend for the total revenue, which will be a big concern for him. Now what he can do, he can then try to analyze this revenue performance for different regions like central, east, south and west. So we can see here that there is a negative trend for all these regions. Now data will change accordingly. In the right hand side, we can see that there is a comparison between the target and the performance or the actual achievement for this particular KPI for this particular region. This we can see for the last couple of quarters. Also, we can analyze this particular KPI for this region from the product perspective, where we can see that what is the top performing products and the bottom three performing products. So how are they doing for this, considering this particular KPI? Now, as we can see, there is a total revenue, there is a negative trend and most of the regions are not doing well. He can ask his sales and marketing colleagues that why there is a decrease in total revenue. Sales and marketing VP of the organization then look into the executive customer dashboard. Here we are analyzing different KPIs, mostly focusing on the different customer performances. Now here it is clear to them from this report that there is a negative trend in the customer count KPIs, because the total number of customers is decreasing, and it is clear that it is the similar situation is there in all these regions, and we are not at all achieving the target. So they have to now find out why there is a decrease in customer count. So this customer churn is definitely there. So now they would like to take help from the customer churn dashboard. This is churn analysis dashboard, which is another very important dashboard for this application. Here we are analyzing different KPIs related to customer churn. For example, gross cancellation or churn rate percentage, etc. Similar way, here also we can find out the performance and the trends of these KPIs, as well as we can analyze these KPIs from different dimensions. For example, in this particular quadrant, we can see the performance of this KPIs like gross cancellation based on the category of customers, like subscriber base by tenure. Here we can see that there are three categories, that 1 to 2 years, less than 1 year and greater than 2 years. We can see that gross cancellation is actually increasing quarter by quarter for customers who are with us for greater than 2 years. So this can be a very important information for the sales and marketing people, that why this particular segment is not doing well. Again, the same KPI can be analyzed from other perspectives like segment analysis, where we can actually analyze the cancellation from, say, rate plan or lifestyle, maybe for age band. For example, in the case of age band, we can see there is a very clear indication that people in the age group of 40 to 59 disconnects is maximum. So this way, different business users can identify the KPIs from different perspectives and from multiple dimensions, which will help them to get some insights on what they are supposed to do, what business actions they need to take. As now it has already been identified that customer churn is a very important concern, because of which total revenue is coming down. The top level executives would now like to do a what if analysis, for which they can use the customer analysis dashboard. Here we can actually do a what if analysis. So this is the churn percentage or the churn rate and the total revenue and the EBITDA. So if churn percentage increases, how the revenue or EBITDA comes down, he can make that kind of analysis here. And as well as the other quadrants, you can make analysis like other dashboards also, depending on different segments, how this particular KPI is performing. But this what if analysis is again a very important feature of this application. Continuing with the scenario, management level people would now like to understand why there is churn. They would like to understand in detail what are the reasons for that. Now, for which executives can take help from the storyboard part of our application, where we have developed different storyboards like disconnects analysis or gross adds analysis. Now we'll go to the system and see how this kind of storyboards can help us to analyze data. This is disconnects analysis storyboard, which we have developed using SAP Lumira. SAP Lumira delivers beautiful analytics allowing you to easily convey and share knowledge, discover hidden patterns, and transform the way you see your business. Now here we can see that we can also do region wise analysis, where we can see where the maximum number of disconnects are happening. So here we can see the maximum number of disconnects are happening in the central region. So now we would like to focus on the central region first. So we can do a filter on central region. So now the data which we can see is only for central region. But what we are mostly interested in is to understand the reasons for that. So we can go to the reasons pattern. So as you can see that in a single screen, we can have a look at the different analysis of data. So we can see here that in a single storyboard, using different visualizations, we can analyze data. Now we would like to know different reasons for which people are leaving our service. So we would like to zoom this. Now this is another way of representing data using SAP Lumira. So we can see that the request and complaint handling is the biggest problem for the customers. So from sales and marketing, the reason goes to the service department. Again, mobile data and internet costs are also a problem. So this point can go to the sales and marketing team. They can find out which kind of cost will be useful for the customers. To summarize, if we start analyzing the whole scenario, in the dashboards we saw there is a negative trend in the revenue. We've tried to find out why this is happening. We identified customer churn. We tried to find out different reasons from customer churn rate. And then to analyze in depth, we came to SAP Lumira storyboards, where we tried to find out why disconnects are happening, for which region and for what reason. So this way, using this application, we could actually find out a problem in a KPI, and we could drill down to the grassroots level problem, and this will help the business executive to take proper actions, which in turn will help them to achieve their business objectives. As explained to you before, this application can be accessed through iPad, and this is how the application looks like on an iPad. So with this, we can actually conclude the session, and if you think that this application will be useful to you, then please contact Brahmasol for further information. Thank you.